Looks like I'm going to be streaming some Dragon Quest 3 2D-HD remake while I wait for my Monster Hunter Wilds game to download. Unfortunately, my first attempt to download it ended with a corrupted game. So hopefully this time it downloads and installs all the way before I stupidly turn my PlayStation off. I only did that because I was trying to connect my PlayStation Portal, which is dumb. So, but anyways. This game is taking so long. Just load already. Okay, here we go. What was I doing here the last time I was here? This is the monster arena, right? Welcome to Rainbow's End Bank. You don't currently have any gold coins in your account. How may I be of service today? Rescuing monsters. Monsters that run away, how to find monsters, monster arenas, taking part in tournaments, dealing with the defeat. Oh, I can't even take part in these because I don't have enough money. Alright, I was just down there. Gotta explore the continent.
At last we have tracked down those banditti. First, we will make our way north to the village of Cori before heading to the old tower. Now march, cavalieri! Ah, scusi. By any chance, would you happen to have come from Aliahan?
Okay, so the language in this game, like, it sounds a little bit more like Italian. Because they said si before, and then escusi. Escusi means, I think, excuse me, maybe?
Then it is as I thought. We recently received a letter from the king of your nation. He mentioned sending a warrior off on a great quest. You are exactly as he described. I had hoped for some help tracking down our king's crown. You see, it was recently stolen. As a result, the outpost that leads to Portoga is closed until further notice. Mi dispiace for the trouble. I am truly sorry. I know this will not help your journey. However, the outpost will be open soon enough. We believe we have found the hideout of the thieves. The crown will be returned in due course. Viva il re!
Long live the king.
Sounds like those ruffians are in the tower to the northwest. The one that's just over the mountains.
See, I saw it once when I made the journey to the western coast. It is quite a trek, let me tell you.
Ooh, what is that? Dragon Quest is such an interesting game. That being, it's like the OG of JRPGs. I honestly lived my entire life thinking that Final Fantasy was like the OG of JRPGs. Had literally zero idea that Dragon Quest was older than Final Fantasy. But you learn new things every day. So we're supposed to be on a quest to receive, what is it? The King's Lost Crown. Oh wow, another scale shield. I have another copper sword. Didn't I say I love the day-night cycles in this game? It just makes it feel so much more immersive. I love the 2D HD too. And I love how faithful this is until where you have to like actually go into your freaking bag and open up your map to look at it. This is not even the right map. I need to look at the right map, which is the world map. Here we go. Ah, I'm going the wrong way. What is all this shiny stuff, though? It's night now. The night wore long as me and my friends adventured through the woods, seeking the lost crown of the king. We came upon a plain where we found a knight attempting to fight us. I readied my lance, Nelson his sickle, Merle his dagger, and Margaret drew her sword, and we all went in an all-out physical attack. It seems the knight's defense was way too hard. So, I readied a spell, as did Merrill. "36 experience points. I see. Is this where we were supposed to go this entire time?" And must I say, I'm always a sucker for a game with a great soundtrack. So, I need to track down an infamous thief in one of the world's towers. Ah, I see. So, through the desert it is. so crazy as I adventure. I feel like this game does a good job of making it feel more like your adventure. The silent protagonist, party members that are given to you. That's why I like Final Fantasy 3 a lot too, is because the characters are like kind of like their personalities and stuff. They're just like set up to your imagination. What the fuck is that? And it's daytime again. I have a feeling I'm gonna miss this world. It's really like that immersive. And I like how like different things happen at different times of day. You know, if they made like 2D remakes of like the Final Fantasy games, the classic ones, that would be really cool. No, I really do kind of want to stream like the classic Final Fantasies. It was too early in the day. I should have just like waited till nighttime. But it's okay. We'll just spend a whole brand new day doing whatever. I like this because it's kind of like adventure at your own pace. There's like no urgency. But I do want to go buy some new weapons. Or at least armor of some sort. Oh yeah, the wizard staff for Merle would be great. Thorn whip for Merle would be cool too. A wizard staff casts magic without actually needing MP. That reminds me of like Final Fantasy 3. I really like that mechanic in Final Fantasy 3 where you could use like certain weapons to cast spells. And this definitely doesn't have a job system, but I like the personality system. Should I grind for the wizard staff? I think I might grind for another scale shield. I think I'm good with all the weapons that I have right now, but another scale shield would be good. Alrighty. See, I like this game as a like a JRPG because like it's simple, and I think that's like something I always said about what is it? Like the reason why I think Final Fantasy 3 is such a great game. I feel like Final Fantasy 3, in terms of Final Fantasy, is like pretty much a perfect game because it's so simple. It's perfect in its simplicity. But I mean, not to say it's like the best one or like ever, but I mean like for its time, it was great in its simplicity. Yeah, whenever they're in like individual groups like this, it's a little harder to fight because like every single monster is separated. I mean, how long would it take for me to get 600 gold coins? And it's already dusk right now. And I already really do like Akira Toriyama's art for this game as well. R.I.P. gonna save here, and let me see. Like, I really want to get on Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm just like stuck waiting. So I should probably go back and check on that here in a second. But let's go ahead and save. I did manage to level up and did manage to find that other place. And then get some direction on where I need to do and where I need to go. So this wasn't totally... I wonder, did I... Is he still level 9? Alrighty. No, I do not intend to continue my journey at this point. I bid you farewell as well. So, yep, this was a good waiting game. I'm definitely going to play more Dragon Quest 3 later on. I feel like I owe it to myself. This is a game that I've like always wanted to play. I mean, I just always wanted to play a Dragon Quest game. Almost bought the trilogy last year for 1, 2, and 3, but glad I didn't because I waited for this to get out. But I kind of do want to go back and play the OG ones. I know there's a like a 3-game collection on Twitch. Might buy that still just so that way I can play 1 and 2. But I know they're coming out with 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes as well. So would it be pointless to get those games, or do you think would it be like appropriate to get those games now so that way I can see how the originals were before Square Enix obviously took over? But you know, I'm very big in playing just JRPGs, and this is apparently the OG of JRPGs. It predates Final Fantasy, so I'm definitely going to play more of it. I definitely see the influences, but there are definitely things about this, like, in terms of, like, for it being a remake, they go to links to keep it faithful, like save points being very hard to, like, you know, like, you can't just save anywhere. Save points are, like, you know, you have to save at the church or at a nun, and I think auto saving is like at to a minimal or minimum. And then the day night cycle is also really great for immersion. The lack of, I mean, I like the character development around the protagonist, but him being a silent protagonist and just like the urgency of the quest and just the nature of the quest, it feels very organic and natural, and it feels like, you know, it's very immersive. I think this world is one that, you know, it's easy to become fond of. Like, I feel like similar to like Zelda, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask or Skyward Sword, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna come to miss that world. Majora's Mask, like, I love Termina. Like, I come to miss that world from time to time. And you know, now that I have you know, this capture card, I definitely want to go back and capture some of those games. But Dragon Quest definitely definitely a game I want to come back to and complete, uh, especially on the Switch. And now that like I have the capture card too, I definitely would rather and prefer to play through the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster games on my Switch because I was I did purchase them on my PlayStation, and I did that because more or less because I wanted to go after trophies and stuff and accomplishments. But in all essence, I started the HD remaster on my iPad originally, but I started it on the Switch, and I beat the first game on the Switch. So and I started second game. So I really want to go back and I really want to download that because I really want to go back and play the. Oh wait, they're not downloaded, but I definitely want to. Yeah, so I want to go back and play too, because this is where I left off on this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and download it now, and yeah, but I definitely want to go back. I beat this one. I didn't fight the super boss. Could go back and do that, but I would have to level up all my characters to level 99. I still need to continue and beat this one. I beat this on the iPad for the Pixel remaster, but would love to play through 3 again because 3 is pretty much simple. It's just formulaic. It sets the formula. It is the Final Fantasy. It's just so simple. There's beauty and simplicity, and I feel like it's a perfect game. This is a perfect Final Fantasy just because of how simple and streamlined and it is. And then obviously these are all really good too for their own various reasons. But getting back into JRPGs is definitely something I want to dive back into, but obviously want to go back to the roots and see what inspired Final Fantasy to begin with Dragon Quest. But yep, more of that in the future. I'm definitely starting to pick up a pace with the streaming and whatnot. So if you want more Dragon Quest content or just more JRPG content in general, feel free to like and subscribe. Yeah, we'll catch you on the next stream. Also, stay tuned for more of my Pokemon content. I am launching a new Pokemon League called the Virtue Pokemon League, named after my Lugia in game. Super cool. Looking forward to doing some competitive tourneys and such, and building a community of Pokemon content creators so that way we can all just get together for some challenging matches and broadcast these matches online so that way people can learn how to EV train, IV train, breed, build perfect teams, team build, and try to also freshen things up by creating new tournaments with new rules, um, where we're not strictly adhering to the meta because it can get boring. So there's more of that coming up, and yeah, and then also what I've been waiting for this entire night, the whole reason why I started playing Dragon Quest while I was waiting was that I want to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, man, all my friends are playing it right now. I feel so behind. But I was in surgery last week, dealing with a lot of different things going on in my life right now. But you know, yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds. I played a lot of Rise, played a lot of World. I love the Monster Hunter games. Just a really big fan of Capcom in general. So as soon as that's downloaded, I'm hopping onto that, and I should be playing more of that this weekend. So to check out some of that content as it comes out, like and subscribe, hit the notification button to get alerts whenever I'm online, so that way you can see more of what I'm doing because there's a lot to do, and a lot of play. So yep. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Take care. Adios.